Hi, I'm Heather Daly. Today I'm going to show you some really cool ways that you can use stain to finish the surface of unfinished furniture. Now, a lot of people think stain is safe, right? A single all-over color on a piece of furniture. But wait a minute, there are lots of really cool ways you can use stain to make a one-of-a-kind piece of furniture and to stain your character right onto the surface of wood. Let me show you how. While it's not completely necessary, I highly recommend giving your piece of unfinished furniture a coat of wood conditioner. The reason being, wood is a living, breathing organism, and as such, all of the fibers are different in the way that they'll absorb stain. Wood conditioner will seal the surface and allow all of the pores of the wood, the fibers of the wood, to uniformly accept the stain that you're going to apply to the surface. So even though it may be a 10-minute investment, it will really make your finish perfect in the end. Another couple things you're going to want to get, this is frog tape. Frog tape is a super sticky tape that allows clean lines and won't allow your stain to bleed, right? Because we're going to use more than one color of stain, we want a good adhesive that's going to prevent the bleeding between the two colors. You're also going to need, because stain is stain and will stain your hands, recommend using some latex or vinyl gloves to protect your hands. You're going to want a brush, and even though you might be tempted to buy what's called a chip brush, the chip brush is very affordable and easy to throw away, but what happens is these little bristles get stuck in the surface of your stain. So spend about $1 more to get an inexpensive synthetic bristled brush. It will make the application of stain much more uniform and much easier. The last thing you're going to want is a soft cloth to rub the excess stain off the surface of your piece of furniture. Remember, stain doesn't sit on the surface of wood the way that paint does. It's penetrated into the wood, and it holds the color in the wood, not on the wood. Therefore, you're going to need a soft cloth to wipe away any additional stain that's left on the surface of your piece. The easiest thing? Use an old t-shirt. This is one I just cut into pieces, and it works perfectly for finishing your piece of wood. I'm going to create this really cool two-tone finish for this table. I'm going to put both the colors on the top of the table. The legs are going to be the lighter of the two colors, and the lower shelf is going to be the darker of the two colors. Because this really cool keystone table has an asymmetrical shape, I want to make sure that the stripe I'm going to create in the center of the table is nice and straight. In order to do that, I measure both ends and mark the center point. After I find the center point of each end, knowing that I want my stripe to be 4 inches wide, I simply mark 2 inches on either side of the center point. The rest is literally just stretching my frog tape from dot to dot, and voila, I have a perfectly measured 4-inch stripe. It's really important that you burnish down the edges of your tape in order to prevent that stain from bleeding under the surface. I'm going to apply a smooth, even coat of stain going right over the edge of my tape line, and I'm going to let it sit for a couple minutes. After it sits for a couple minutes, I'm going to use a soft cloth or an old t-shirt, whatever works for you, to remove all of the excess stain. After the center stripe sets up for about 30 minutes, I'm going to take the tape off. I'm going to tape the inside edges of my stripe, and then I'm going to apply the lighter color on the outside of this dark stripe. I can't wait to see how it looks when it's finished. Who said stains were boring? With a little bit of time and creativity, and with Whitewood furniture as your blank canvas, the possibilities are endless. Hey, if you need additional help with other finishes, make sure you check out our additional video tutorials, including a quick 3-minute tutorial on how to apply a top coat. And we would love to see your finished projects, so share them to our Facebook page. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Make sure to follow Whitewood on Facebook and Instagram. And to see a complete collection of solid, hardwood, unfinished furniture, visit whitewoodfurniture.com.